Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or I should say our channel, but today I'm making a video because I'm going to show you guys one full day of exclusively pumping. Now, if you are not familiar, I am 8 weeks postpartum currently. I have a daughter, and it has been a struggle trying to get her to latch, so I have resorted to exclusively pumping just to make my life easier and hers. I tried and I tried and I tried to get her to latch, and it was just not working, and all it was doing was causing me stress and also her, and I just didn't want to do that anymore. So I have just been pumping, and I haven't completely given up on breastfeeding. I still try every now and then. I'm thinking that maybe as she grows, her mouth gets bigger, maybe we can actually get there, but as of right now, that is not the case. So I'm going to share with you guys some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, things that other people have told me, and just show you one full day in the life, because pumping is a full-time job. But want to go ahead and just quickly get into it. This is what I was using at first. This is the Motif Luna. Great breast pump. I really like it. It worked very well. But the problem is that you are going to be stuck to a wall because this is not portable. So you have to plug it in. Here's the ends. I don't have the flanges connected to it, but just wanted to show you. This is a really good breast pump, but I have been using the Motif Aura, which it pairs with that actually, but you don't need both of them to use this. But this one is portable, and oh my gosh, let me tell you, this has been a night and day difference, like total game changer for me, because all you have to do is charge it, turn it on right here. You can control the suction right here, or it comes with an app that you download totally free, or you can control the suction and everything from the app. And it also logs all of your pumps. So you don't even have to keep track of it. You don't have to keep track of the time. You don't have to keep track of how much you pump. It is wonderful. And the best part, obviously, it's hands-free. So you really need a good bra, like a sports bra or a nursing bra, something with some good support. You just pop this baby in your cup and you go about your day. You can still use your hands, and it is, man, it has made my life so much easier. So again, this is the Motif Aura, A-U-R-A. I'll write it on here for you. But this has been such a good breast pump. Highly recommend. It is around 10:15 p.m. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed here in the next like 30 minutes or so. I did just pump, but I'm not counting this towards my 24 hours of exclusively pumping. The very first pump that I'm going to start is when I wake up with her, so after midnight, which usually she will wake up, on average, I'd say anywhere between like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. It kind of fluctuates, but that is my first pump of the day. So I'm gonna go from, I just finished pumping, so started at like a little before 10 p.m. and then I will go all the way until 3, 4 a.m. It just depends, like I said, but that is usually my best pump of the day, also because of the stretch of time. So anyway, that is when my full 24 hours of a day in the life of exclusively pumping is going to start. So I will see you guys when I wake up, or whenever Renly wakes me up. It is 3:52 a.m., which is a little later than I thought, actually. I want to mention that I've had night sweats since coming home from the hospital. Oh my gosh, every day. So yeah, just prepare yourself for that, because nobody told me about that. Anyway, all right, so this is the pump. Okay, so this is what this looks like. Yeah, just find yourself a good sports bra that holds this up. And then the key to this is also to start the suction on a lighter suction. And then whenever you pump for 20 minutes, which is what I'm gonna do, I gradually increase the suction to get the most output. And then I have the app on my phone, so I'll open that up. And then I just connect it here. So that's each pump. I start at level 5, which is the massage mode. And then after a couple minutes, I'll go up to 6 and then continuously, which you can also control here or on the app once you connect it. So this is super handy. All right, then I get her bottle ready before I actually get her up. I have, this is like my little storage thing that I use. Currently she's doing about 4 ounces each feed. So I just make that bottle. And we have this warmer here. So I'll start this. And then I will go and get her up.
Normally Kelly just handles this shift and then I'm the one that gets up around 6 or 7 or so.
Is that better?
She's getting more talkative, especially in the mornings.
You know, I will say, as tired as I am.
There she is. Hey, good morning.
There's my pretty girl.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness. So cute. No, I will say, as tired as I am coming out here, this melts my heart and it makes it all worth it. It's kind of difficult. Oh my goodness. It's kind of difficult to have her on here, but you know, gotta do it.
Well, especially when those little legs are gone. Hey, Riley.
All right. Let's eat. So this is what we do every day.
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad. Another thing that I do every single time that I pump is drink water. This is gonna be the most important thing that you can do to get a good supply because it's made of primarily water. It has been just about 20 minutes and we just finished feeding, so I'm gonna put her down. So we're done now. So I can either stop it on the app or stop it right on the pump. Okay, so whenever you're finished, you just take your pumps out.
So it's 4:15 a.m. now. It shows on the app.
Okay, so I take this out and then you see how much you got. And then you input that and then it'll keep a log for the entire day, which is very, very helpful. So I don't have to keep track of exactly how many ounces or milliliters that I pumped during the day. So this is, let's see,
It's too early for math.
I know. Okay, 112 milliliters. Anyway, so then you just go to the log, and this is your daily log. Like this was yesterday's, and you can control milliliters or ounces, whatever you want. I normally average around 20. That day I got 22. 20 ounces a day or so. Lately it's been 19. But anyway, so yeah, I'm starting today with 3.7 ounces, which I've done better. Maybe I didn't drink enough water. Breast milk stays good in the fridge for up to 4 days. So I usually just use, this is a pretty big bottle, it holds a lot, and I'll use that for my storage throughout the day. So this is what I just pumped. I will pour this in. Yeah, this thing is pro. Take that off.
It's pretty simple.
It's pretty amazing. If you don't have a hands-free pump, oh man, I highly recommend it because I can do so much while I'm pumping. Because before, when I was using that other pump, I would feed her, get her changed and everything, and then I would have to stay out here an extra 20 minutes just to pump. Since breast milk can stay in the fridge for up to 4 days, I don't wash this every single time like I was in the beginning. You just pop this in the fridge and I wash it one time at the end of the day, at night. There you go. So you don't have to do this every single time. It's so pro. Anyway, that is the first pump of the day. We're getting ready to go back to bed. Cody too, my cameraman,
Yes.
who was so generous to get up with me today. All right.
All right. Say goodnight, Ridley. It is 8:11 now. Round 2 for the day.
Round 2.
You can probably hear Renly. She's getting a little fussy now because it is. She knows it's time to eat.
Yeah. Okay, she's being fed.
If I look tired, it's because I am.
Same. So I'm gonna show you what I typically eat for breakfast, and I am also about to chug a glass of water. I always do that before I have my coffee, and I always pump before I have coffee because the caffeine can get into your milk. It's still safe to have 1 cup of coffee, which is what, 200 milligrams a day?
Well, it depends.
When
A
you're
cup of coffee is
breastfeeding?
not the same as like a latte or cappuccino or whatever, because espresso pulls are not the same. It's just pouring a coffee.
Okay.
But, yeah.
200 milligrams a day, which I will have less than that. But to each their own. If you don't want to have any caffeine, that's fine, but I need my coffee. But I'd like to pump before I have my coffee. That way, between this pump and the next pump, it kind of won't have a lot of time to still be in my milk.
It'll get metabolized.
Yeah. Just finished. Let's see how much we got. Second pump is
Renly's just cooing away now. She got her
110.
food.
So this morning
Okay.
I got 112 milliliters. Now I got 110. So
Okay.
about 3.7 ounces. So for the day, we're at 7.5 ounces. Not that bad. We're gonna have some protein muffins. I make these myself, and I don't use any sugar, any granulated sugar, and it's sweetened with maple syrup. Use almond flour, and it has protein in it. So I usually whip up a batch of these, and then I will heat up like 1 or 2 every morning until they're gone. So like 3 days maybe. So I made my coffee. I have my 1.5 muffins, and of course, a glass of water. That is very important. I always drink water before I have my coffee. And Cody went back to bed for about an hour, so I'm just gonna hang out with my little Renly. Third pump of the day, about to get started. I just showered because we have a business meeting. In a couple hours, we're gonna need to leave, so I'm gonna pump now, which it is 11:08 a.m. So yeah, right about 3 hours. I'm not expecting to get a ton on this pump because all I had was 1.5 muffins and some water. It usually, you'll get a lot more after you eat and drink.
Right.
So.
Well, sometimes it is a timing game. Like you said, we have a meeting in a couple hours here, so
I don't know.
you gotta like time the pumps accordingly. So it's not like
Yes.
mid-meeting where you're like, oh.
Right,
time
exactly. So I'm expecting to be gone for a couple of hours. So I'm gonna pump now. We need to leave here no later than 12:30. So I'm gonna pump now, and I'm probably gonna pump again in 1 hour. And I'm not gonna get much from that either. But when I get back, I'll pump again. So even if you just get a little bit, it's all about timing. Because if I go from 11 to, I don't know how long we're gonna be gone, probably at least 3 or 3:30. That's too long for me,
Yeah.
at least. I can do that overnight, but during the day I need to stay consistent. So if you're at work or something where your job has you at a desk, or I really don't know because I don't have an employer, but I was told that employers are supposed to allow mothers to take breaks and pumps. So just make sure that you have
Oh, that's
some kind
cool.
of, yeah, that's what I heard. So just make sure that you have some kind of storage, like refrigeration, or if not, bring some sort of ice pack or ice chest or something to store the milk in for the day. Just finished my third pump, and I got 84 milliliters, which is about 2.8 ounces. Kind of better than I thought, not bad.
Yeah.
So we have 10.3 ounces for the day. So I'm gonna pour that into my little storage container for the day. And then I'll be able to heat her a bottle before we go
Oh, perfect.
to our meeting. So yeah, this is all I do. Whoop.
And you do it 12 times a day.
No, not 12. But I was told that if you pump anywhere from 4 pumps less, that is telling your body that you're starting to wean. So you need to make
Okay.
sure that you're pumping more than 4 times a day. I like to do it every 2.5 to 3 hours, and the key is to really try to pump every time that your baby feeds to mimic the same like feeding schedule. Lunch. This is what I'm eating for lunch, and we actually eat this quite a bit.
Because it's delicious.
It is really delicious, and it's easy and gets you some protein and some help. So you take a large tortilla, make 1 slit. This is 1 avocado. So I split this and do half and half. So anyway, just for the sake of this video, I'm trying to go quick. I put the guacamole on half of it, and then I use refried black beans. This will give you some good protein because it is beneficial if you are breastfeeding or pumping to eat healthy food. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I eat healthy food every single day because we sure do have our cheats. But for the most part, I do eat pretty healthy. Then this is just some sauteed bell peppers and red onion that I put here. Then you take your cheese. I'm just using good old sliced pepper jack cheese.
It's extremely good though.
This is the cheap kind, the not good kind, but man, it is so melty and that makes it good.
Yeah, it's probably the best cheese that we've used for these, I would say.
Kraft singles for the win, right? Yeah, this is not healthy at all, but I don't care.
Speaking of being healthy and making sure to eat healthy, here's some processed plastic cheese.
I normally buy better cheese, but they were out, okay? All right, but whatever, it does taste good.
Yeah, it does taste really
Okay, then spinach. Just put that pretty much all over. I'm just gonna go like this.
good. It's like magic. Look at
There
that.
you go. And then you put a little olive oil in a pan. You pan fry both sides. So easy, so delicious, and what did that take me, like less than 10 minutes to make?
Yeah.
2 of them. Final product.
Don't mind all the little pieces of
Yeah,
clothing here.
We're parents. And I know I said I was going to pump before I left, but I've decided not to. It is 12:11. We need to leave here in like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna hurry up and eat. I need to
Okay.
change still, and then whenever I get back, I'm guessing it'll probably be around 3 or 3:30.
Okay.
So that's when I'm gonna do my power pump.
Perfect.
So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, we are back. It is 3:03. I freaking called it. I said we're gonna be back around 3 p.m. and it is pretty much 3 o'clock on the dot. So I'm going to start my power pump, which if you don't know what a power pump is, it is 1 hour in total. So you'll do 20 minutes pump, rest for 10, pump again for 10, rest again for 10, and then one last pump for 10 minutes. So 3 pumps, 20 minute and 2 10s. I usually get a pretty good amount the first one, and then a decent amount on the second one, and then hardly anything on the third. I don't know if that's normal or not, but that's just what happens to me. So I will start with the 20-minute pump, and then I'll show you guys how much I get from each one. All right, we just finished the first pump, the 20-minute pump. By the way, this is what this looks like. But it's perfect because you can just do so much around the house. Like, you don't even have to worry about it, but you have these, you can see the green lights on it, and sometimes it just, I don't know, it's funny looking. Ooh, not bad. Okay, so let's see, 92 milliliters, which is 3.1 ounces. So now I'm going to pour that out, and then I'm gonna rest for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna do another pump. Certain things that I have noticed that have affected my milk supply are sleep. Definitely getting enough sleep, which I know is almost like impossible to tell a new mom, oh, you need to get enough sleep. I get it, but just really try to take naps if you can, because it will affect your milk supply. Also stress. Stress levels have definitely affected my milk supply. So if you're having a bad day or whatever, you'll more than likely you'll notice a drop. And also when I work out, I've noticed that my supply is lower, and that is because of your body is just burning a bunch of calories. So it's very important on those days, especially if you're working out, to replenish those calories and eat carbs, which I know is another thing. Going through postpartum and trying to lose the pregnancy weight and everything, you're probably not gonna wanna eat a lot, but that will affect your milk supply. So you really need to replenish those calories. Breastfeeding and pumping burns the same amount of calories. So if you're working out, even if you're not working out, it's still important to have carb intake. So just keep those things in mind. Those are some things that I've definitely noticed that affect my milk supply. Okay, just finished pump number 2 from the power pump, and as you see, I got a lot less this time because I just pumped. So this one, I got 34 milliliters, which is 1.1 ounces. So now I'm gonna rest for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna do one final pump also for 10 minutes, and then I'm done. That one I'm not expecting to get very much. I never really get much from the third pump. But anyway, again, this is not something, power pumping is not something that I do every single day. I only do it when my supply gets a little bit lower, because it's basically like tricking your body as if your baby is like cluster feeding or something. And it's supposed to tell your body to make more milk. I do notice a difference, not right away, but probably tomorrow I'll probably have more milk than I do today because of the power pump. Third and final pump of the power pump is complete. This is what I got. Told you, it's not gonna be much, but this is about 20 milliliters, which comes out to 0.6 ounces. So, total for the day, we are currently at 15.2 ounces and 452 milliliters, and it is a little bit after 4 p.m., so not bad. And my little storage bottle that I keep my milk in is pretty much full, so this makes me happy. 7:03 p.m. I am getting ready for another pump. So I'm gonna do this one. This one's gonna be another regular one, 20 minutes. And I'm gonna also start cooking dinner, start prepping to cook dinner. So I will let you guys know how much I get from this pump. And then I'm gonna eat dinner, show you what I'm eating. And then I think we're probably gonna have one more pump for the day, and then that is it. Just finished pumping, and we got 2 ounces this time, but I did do a power pump earlier, so typically it's not really like a lot after that, but that's okay. So I'm gonna do one more pump probably for the day, and then I'm good. Yeah, dinner is about to go in the oven. I'm gonna show you that once it's done, and yeah, that's it. Okay, here is dinner. So this is the Buddha bowl that I was talking about earlier. Start with a little quinoa. And then I have roasted sweet potatoes and Brussels sprouts.
Which smell amazing, by the way.
Yes, they do. And then I have, this is just some cranberries and almonds, the salad topper. A little bit right there. And then I made this dressing, which is a little bit of hummus, tahini. I put some water in it to make it really creamy, and Dijon mustard. So good.
I love Dijon mustard.
Yeah. So that is the dressing. And then I top it with some feta cheese.
This looks so good.
It is
I
so
am
good.
stoked for dinner right now.
And this is it. This is a super easy, healthy, protein-packed dinner. Also great for breast milk.
All right, guys, final pump of the day complete. It is, what time is it? 10:23.
Yep. I am done. I have like 41, 40, so
81.
81 milliliters. 1 second.
Which brings today's grand total to
Hold on. 20 ounces. Yahoo!
nice.
That's pretty standard for me. But I did read somewhere that typically like a good supply and an average supply is you're pumping anywhere from 0.5 to 2 ounces each pump, each breast. So that's right there. So anyway,
Nice.
that is my full day of exclusively pumping. Like I said, it is a full-time job. But yeah, this is what we're working with. And I'm gonna keep doing this until I just can't do it anymore. Or until she latches, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. All right, well, what are we doing now? We're gonna wake Renly up, give her a quick feed,
Yeah,
give her a
and then
bath, and then go to bed.
I'm showering and going to bed.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was insightful and helpful to any of you new moms out there. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Like, comment on the video as well, and find us on Instagram. It's Positravelty. Put the name right here for you. That's our name on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So head over there, drop a follow. More content to come.
Hello, hello. It is the next morning now at 4:35 a.m. I'm up with the little one. But I just wanted to show you guys because I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty sure it's because I did that power pump yesterday, and this is probably the best pump I've ever had. But I just got 5.3 ounces. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Don't know if I'm even showing it. Ooh. Anyway, I just wanted to show that because I'm pretty sure that's the result of the power pump. I usually do pretty well the next day after a power pump, but oh my gosh, that's the most I have ever had in one sitting. So that's pretty exciting. I also just want to quickly add, and I feel like this is important to say, but please don't compare yourself to other moms out there and how much of a milk supply that you have versus what they have. And I know it's kind of hard to do, and I was guilty of it myself because I was watching all of these videos of these girls who were pumping like anywhere from like 4 to 10 ounces in one sitting, which no, that's not realistic for me. The fact that I just got 5 ounces, like, that's crazy, but that is not a regular thing for me at all. But anyway, just please don't compare yourself to how much milk other moms are producing. Any amount of milk that you are producing is amazing. And please don't feel badly if you have to supplement with formula bottles here and there, or totally, because that was another thing that I was hard on myself at first because I have yet to freeze a single bag of breast milk because I'm not an oversupplier. I make enough to feed her, and most days I don't make enough to feed her entirely on breast milk. I do have to supplement usually 1, maybe 2 formula bottles a day, and it just kind of made me feel like a failure in the beginning, but I don't worry about that stuff anymore. I don't worry about what anybody has to say, and the mom shaming these days is real, and it's quite sad, unfortunately. It exists. But I just wanted to say, just give yourself some grace and remember that you're doing the best that you can. We all are. And it's totally okay if you have to use formula because our babies are fed. I'm trying to get her, I can't get her. Our babies are fed, our babies are healthy, and that is really all that matters.